What it starts with at Rogers is this environment. We have 60 pristine acres in a beautiful part of the world where you can put together all the pieces to specialized care in a treatment plan that really works. And that's multimodal treatment where you can do the right treatment at the right time at the right dose simultaneously. Just an unbelievable opportunity.
Welcome to the Child and Adolescent Center for OCD and Anxiety. This is the lobby where all of our children, adolescents, and residents' families will enter upon arrival. We get kids here from all over the country. A lot of times we have international kids as well. So when every child and adolescent arrives, they get to put a pin in the map of where they're from.
What I like to do is set time aside so that parents can ask questions, giving parents a chance to vent, because often there's nobody for them to talk to about what this experience is like, and they're looking at sometimes years of living with unimaginable stress.
As a parent myself, if I have to drop my child off hundreds, thousands of miles away from home, I want to be comfortable with the people that I'm leaving my child with. And so for me, that's my main goal, is to make everybody comfortable with the process and for them to get to know us and see, what kind of people we are.
At the first date, really start to immerse you into the treatment. And so things to look forward to throughout the day would include daily experiential therapy. We also have art therapy that you'll have an opportunity to participate in. That's another important part of the program as well. And then of course we have our clinical treatment blocks. So there's time to work on some of the more core treatment models that we have, which would be cognitive behavior therapy, or CBT, and exposure response prevention, or ERP.
Thought challenge is a huge part of what we do. It's a major aspect of the cognitive behavioral therapy. So we're taking a look at what people think, how that affects their emotions, and how that affects their behavior. And for some kids, it really allows for a light bulb moment where they start to understand, I don't have to believe everything I think.
We do a lot of outdoor pursuits. They might be at a place when they first come in where they aren't able to wear a life jacket. As part of their CBT, they might be needing to touch a life jacket or hold a life jacket for a certain period of time, and then build up to wearing a life jacket, and then progressing to them just being in it all day. It's like nothing that they would have ever been able to do when they first got here, but it ended up being a turning point for them, and see that I can do this. And if I can do that, I can do anything. I can overcome this OCD and this anxiety.
The strongest case I can make for recovery from obsessive compulsive disorder is having fun, because you have a lot more fun if you can go places and do things. If you can talk to people and not overthink and not perfect and not worry, that's special.
Experiential therapy really builds nicely into practice. I get to practice in real time the skills that I'm learning in natural environments too, which is really important.
This is a group room that we use for group and individual sessions.
Group and experiential therapy is absolutely essential to kids with anxiety disorders. Many times people say, how is it going to work that we come to Rogers? How is this going to transition back home? And group and experiential therapy provide the bridge. There's no doubt about it.
A lot of kids come in here and they've never met another adolescent with OCD, another adolescent with anxiety, depression. That definitely helps kids feel more like, wow, I'm not the only one in the world that struggles with these things.
We do take moments to stop and celebrate. It's important to take a moment and can we just talk about what you just did? Because that was amazing.
We've heard from some kids years later, and now they're therapists. Now they're in this field. So it's pretty cool to see how their lives are impacted by this treatment.
This is the Education and Art Center. So along the wall you'll see a lot of our education materials, a lot of science and English work that happens here. A mural from one of our art groups.
Kids and families are coming in and they're losing everything. Their academics, their friendships, their social life, the family life is affected, and that's when they're considering residential care. And to be able to put all those pieces together in the right way at the right time to give a child and a family their life back, it doesn't get any better than that as a physician. To meet them where they are, to develop a relationship with them and teaching that's not just making the anxiety go away. I can function and still enjoy life, even though some days I have high anxiety. And to be able to unwind it all and then put it all back together with improvements is where the secret sauce is in residential care.